taxes, inflation, and the breakdown of the family are causing us to fall behind. We have the lowest net worth in the United States, and I'm sure those numbers cross the border as well.
Some people get the disability tax credit and they don't open the registered disability savings plan, and that's where the government puts in all the money of grants and bonds for a person with a disability who has done all the steps. Some people don't do all the steps.
Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe Show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, 2018 Innovation Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads and fathers that's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care. And being part of that team, since 2020, we've reached out directly and indirectly to over 400,000 dads, fathers, and male caregivers around the world. I am here on August 9th, Friday, August 9th, and it is a very rainy day in Toronto today. But we had a lot of rain over the last month or so, and they're expecting like record rainfall again today. So make sure you're safe. If you're in the Toronto area, make sure if you live in a home, make sure your basement is taken care of, no basement flooding. And that is what we're looking at. And we already have someone chiming in. JJ Mars. What is up, JJ Mars? How are things in Colorado? Looking for our Colorado weather report. Good to see you. Good to have you as always. You are watching the Morning Vibe. Ryan Knight should be joining me soon. I think he's having some technical challenges, but we'll be doing a Freestyle Friday today. Absolutely. Oh, Serena V is in the house. Good morning from a very rainy DMV area. Yeah. What's the name? Is the Hurricane Debbie? Is this some remnants of Hurricane Debbie? I believe. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting rain all day today also. Oh, she says, great seeing you last night. We learned a lot through that workshop. Well, I am humbled. I had the privilege and opportunity last night to do a workshop for Indie Soup Media, some of the Indie Soup Media crew, about sponsorship. It was fast and furious, but it was really great and entertaining, and I'm looking to serve some more to that community. I'm on their advisory board, and I'll tell you all about Indie Soup Media in just a moment. Good morning, Fitness IQ Cam. Yes, Hurricane Debbie. So Hurricane Debbie is giving some shots throughout the eastern coast of North America as we speak. Wow, that's amazing. Fitness IQ Cam. Well, I'm just trying to keep up with you, Fitness IQ Cam. Just trying to keep up with you. We've got our Colorado weather report. Temp has cooled down here. Yeah, it's cool. Well, you know what? It's funny. I think we still have some humidity hang around here in the Toronto area. So, so Fitness IQ says, LOL. Yes, trying to you can't get a hold of Fitness IQ these days. She's just too busy. Yeah, you have to join the lineup. So let's do some housework here. Subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. As I said in the most recent broadcast, we've hit past 1,500. We are now going to 1,600. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. 1,600 subscribers. We need to do that. And also like the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. If you want to advertise your business, product, or service on the Dr. Vibe, any of the platforms that I'm a part of, please feel free to email me, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. And also, too, if you are up to it, join the Morning Vibe Discord group so you can continue the conversation with us in between broadcasts. Okay, you know what? I'll go back to comments, go back and forth a little bit here. Good morning, Roger Dundas. Hope you and your beautiful family are keeping fine and safe. Roger and his beautiful internally and externally wife, Camille, another Camille, but this is her Camille is a C, not a K. Our power by blacks.com. Black Canada's #1 online magazine. And Camille, Roger's wife, was very happy. I can't remember the lady's name, but the lady who won the 100 meters in the Olympics. They were proud people. And I think they had another I think she also medaled in the 200. I think Roger can give it update to me. And it was funny on part of his wife Camille's feed. You saw the St. Lucia flag out there on the porch. Okay, yes. Okay, here we go. Where is the giveaway? All right, we'll get to that in just a second. I'm just going to catch up with one more comment. Serena Will says, we were under tornado watch last night through the morning. Part of the Carolinas had a touchdown of tornadoes. Prayers up for those that are impacted. Absolutely. Fitness IQ, yes. Julian Alfred, thank you. From a Jamaican culture person, bigging up. Yes, St. Lucia. There you go. So we love all here. We love all. All right. So just to catch up on some things, I mentioned Indie Soup Media earlier. The Indie Soup Media is a content creators platform that features at least, probably near 40 content creators now. And that's powered by our good friend, Dr. Tachi. And I'm also, as I said, I'm a content provider. I have 3 shows on there, edited shows that are on there every week. Plus, I'm a member of the advisory board. And now, I don't think they've hit 16. Well, I don't think they've hit a full 6 months of operations yet, but they're at 16,900 YouTube subscribers. 16,900 subscribers. Let me just have some water. Yeah, during last night's conversation, Dr. Tachi, we got an update on the numbers. So 16,900 and growing, and that's in less than 6 months. So definitely, if you're up to it, support Indie Soup Media. Lots of different creators. When I was hosting the conversation on sponsorships last night with some of their creators, there were 2 or 3 new creators that I hadn't met before and did not know about that were on the call. So it was great. Okay. Coming up on this Monday's show, one of our most popular friends, Carolyn Nicole, certified holistic nutritionist from the Energy Shack Juice Bar, will be talking about the power of sprouts. And in alignment with that, we're going to be doing a giveaway for a free consultation with Carolyn on this Monday's show. Now, that's only going to be for people who are watching live. So if you are watching live, you'll be put in a giveaway for a free consultation with Carolyn. That value is about $120. You get half an hour or hour of her time, and you can ask her questions about holistic medicine, holistic health, eating better, living life better. So that's the price of just coming to Monday's show, the opportunity to win that consultation. All right, and Fitness IQ is keeping us up. She came in second place in the 200 meters. That's Julian Alfred. So thank you. We have a, roving reporter on the Morning Vibe. So, Mr. Ryan Knight, touch base with me and tell me your camera doesn't seem to be working. So let me just see what's going on. If you can communicate with me in the private chat, if you want me to bring you on stage or not. But that's that. Okay, and how's everyone's week been? I have to admit, it's been a really positive, productive week for me. I've had so many conversations, all with a lot of young entrepreneurs between 13 and 19 years old. Hearing a lot of great business ideas out there the future of entrepreneurship is looking great. If it's anything based on the conversations that I've had with some young people today. So Fitness IQ, she just for the track and field you're watching. Well, Noah Lyles, who proclaims himself to be the fastest man in the world in the U.S., he won the 100 meters, and I heard in the 200 he came in third place, and it was visible that he was not doing well. And after the race, the U.S. track team reported that he had a bout of COVID. So he was running while he had COVID. Don't know if that's the greatest idea, because you could pass it on to other people. I'm not saying, I'm just saying on that. So we have Friday, basically a freestyle Friday. Any topics that any of you want to chat about? Oh, here we go. So some Jamaicans are a little upset about the 100 meters with Noah Lyles. Some are saying it was tied. Now, apparently they're saying that he won by 5 was 100ths or 5/1000ths of a second, like it was a photo finish. So there were some Jamaicans who were saying, Noah shouldn't have got it. So there was a little beefing, I think friendly beefing going on between Americans and Jamaicans in regards to the track and field. So obviously we know where you stand, Fitness IQ Cam. Any subjects that people want to chat about today? I have some things I'd like to chat about, and I don't know what's going on with Ryan. He's in the green room, but he's not cammed up yet, but I'm speaking he's going to be on. One of the things that came up this week, like probably the most popular artist in the world, is this lady named Taylor Swift. And I'm sure we've all heard about her directly and indirectly. I don't know any of her songs because I don't listen too much to today's music or much at all. And hearing that one of she was supposed to do a concert or two or three concerts in Vienna, and they were canceled because of terrorist threats. What? And actually, she's coming to Toronto later on this year, and she's doing like 6 or 7 concerts. It is crazy. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. So Ryan says, give me 5 minutes. No problem, Ryan. We got you. We'll get you on a few minutes. But I was listening to a story today. People from around the world were traveling to this concert. I'm going, what? And you're hearing interviews with these young girls, a lot of them from America. It was cheaper for them, for people in America, to travel to Vienna, accommodations, and see the concert than it was to see her concerts in America. What? And parents outlaying that amount of money for their kids to go see a Taylor Swift concert? I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I don't know about that. Really. So I just wanted to bounce it out there. What are your thoughts on something like that? Like, you can talk about the concert being canceled. What does that tell us about today's world, that parents are willing to fly their kids to another country, go with them to see a concert? I don't know. I don't know. The more I know, the less I understand. I just leave it at that. I think it's a very interesting story. What did she do? No, Taylor Swift didn't do anything. Her concerts got canceled in Vienna because of terrorist threats. And like as I said, I was listening to a story this morning in the news with some of the young people who are so distraught that they can't go see their idol. Like, they've traveled from across the ocean, which is one thing. But the other thing, it was more expensive for them, it's more expensive for Americans to see this artist in America than it is to go fly to Vienna, accommodations, flight, all that cheaper. Yeah, and wow. Okay, I think we have the man of the hour in the house. He's walking and talking. No car cleaning today, sir.
Hey, I'm suited and booted. We're walking to a client right now.
What?
Actually, hold on. Give me 1 sec.
No problem. So Ryan's entering his mobile. He's starting up his car. All right. Okay, you're back.
Yeah, I'll put it in my headset.
Okay.
So I'm actually walking through Little Jamaica. Our client is down here. But it's interesting to see a lot of buildings are police.
Yep.
Police. So, yeah, you got to figure out how to get the area back popping. Oh, this is a store I've never seen before. Jamaica-inspired ice cream.
Okay.
What? Doesn't look like it's open, though. Like, looks like it's shut down.
Maybe.
I'm by the Nia Center.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been to the Nia Center. Okay. Somebody's inside. Let me see if I can say hi. Somebody's in there. She said hello. Yeah, if you haven't gotten the tour of the Nia Center yet, you should definitely go check it out. It's newly
Okay.
renovated and beautiful.
Okay. So where are you on? What street are you on right now?
I'm on Oakwood,
Okay.
walking up to Vaughan, and then
Oh,
going to be walking to Eglinton.
all right. All right. So what's been going on in your world?
Yeah, it's a rainy day today, but usually the sun is out and we're out detailing. Got the youth entrepreneur program happening. Definitely taking in a lot of the Olympics. It's become a nice family TV time, just seeing the different highlights.
Cool. Cool.
And that's one thing you mentioned about Noah Lyles.
Yes.
Listen, take your win and take your loss. Like, you didn't just get COVID that day. So one, if they're not testing for COVID at the Olympics, there's a big problem because apparently that is sneaking around, and that's going to be the biggest outbreak if he's in there without no mask, just running around, and everybody is now possibly getting contaminated. So if you lose, don't blame it on COVID. Take your loss. You got the .005 win over Jamaica. And I don't know why Jamaicans, we are complaining. That's just math. Like, it's not, we weren't robbed of the medal. My man, Keyshawn, did not lean forward as you're supposed to, and you're taught by your sprinting coach. So a technical misstep caused him that race, not not a stopwatch. So let's stop that.
Well, it was Fitness IQ Cam said it was tied.
No, it was 790 and somebody ran 7905. And the person that ran 795 lost. Unfortunately, it was our guy. The person that ran 790 won. They go to the thousandth of a second,
Yeah.
and though that technology is very precise, so
100%.
nobody was out there to rob Jamaica. No conspiracy. Because if it was the other way around, we would be the same ones talking about, oh, Lyle should keep his mouth shut and America this, America that. So let's not be that country.
Okay. So Ryan has given his astute athletic opinion on things. So what we're gonna take a really quick break, 30 seconds. We'll come back and see what else is on Ryan's alleged mind on Walk and Talk Friday with Ryan Knight. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds, right quick. So here we go. Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala. Join Aisha K. Staggers and Laura Lala Key as they cut through the chaos and make some sense of the nonsense in American news and politics.
But you still got to give him the respect that he has been doing this a long time.
Sharp insights, bold opinions, and a touch of humor. It's the show that keeps you informed and entertained.
Nobody's talking about that. Aisha, that's pretty powerful.
Don't miss Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala. Tune in and stay ahead of the headlines. All right, we are back. And just a reminder, tomorrow night, live at 7 p.m., Primetime Saturday with Aisha K. Staggers and Laura Lala Key, trying to make the sense of the nonsense that's going on in American news and politics. And we are walking and talking with Ryan Knight. What else is going on, Ryan? What else you want to chat about? Anything?
Well, just before we switch gears, I was curious, are there any Olympic sports that you've taken an interest to?
I'm going to be 100% honest. I haven't watched any of the Olympics.
Oh, okay. I'm loving seeing like world records getting broken. So the high jump lady, she broke the world record.
The lady who did was it the 1500 meters or 400-meter hurdles last night?
The 400-meter hurdles. She blew it out the water. Holy smoke. They said that she probably could have broken the record on the flat 400. So I'm not sure if she runs just the regular 400 too, but she dominated the hurdles.
Yeah, I
that
heard
was amazing.
I heard it wasn't even close.
No one in the frame. It was pure domination.
Yeah, and I heard that the U.S. a men's basketball team almost lost.
Okay, I didn't even see that.
Well, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, they were down by 17 points.
What? That's
And,
wild. I'm gonna have to go check that highlight.
yeah,
That's crazy.
but Steph Curry saved the day, and they came back and won by 3 points.
Damn, that is dramatic.
Yeah, they were down. They were down by 17 points.
Yeah, I was watching one with Christian, my son, on the bike track, the racetrack,
Oh yeah,
where
they go.
you,
Oh
you
wow!
you keep going, but then every lap, whoever comes in last has to drop off. That
Wow.
was very, very. It was just cool to watch, and it's like seeing. Yeah, it was cool watching that with my son and getting his reaction to that kind of competition. It was very cool. A very interesting concept.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, okay, we can stay on the Olympics thing a little bit.
Okay.
People like Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart over there. Have you seen any of that?
Did you hear how much Snoop Dogg's getting paid? Apparently, it's like 500,000 either for the entire trip or per day. It's something insane that he's being paid just to be the ambassador. I think NBC paid him to go down and be the ambassador for the United States. And apparently, Flavor Flav is down there as an ambassador for the women's water polo or something.
Oh, okay. This is
Yes.
just me. Why are they highlighting entertainers or comedians? This is to me that's almost like a stereotype again. The good black representation during the Olympics, media-wise, Mike Tirico, who's hosting it for NBC, top-rate sports journalist. But Kevin Hart, all these guys, the entertainers, making people laugh, all that stuff. I'm tired of seeing that representation. We have better things to
Right.
do with.
But this is where the eyeballs go. People will tune in to see what Kevin Hart or
and
Snoop Dogg wants to say.
yeah, like let me do you ever watch the show The Voice?
Yes,
Oh well, he's the new Snoop Dogg is the new judge on The Voice.
I don't doubt it. Oh, and speaking of Little Jamaica, so the Oakwood station looks like it's almost done.
Yeah, what
Also.
year is it going to be open?
So I guess all of Eglinton is underground, so there's nothing you can see about the actual LRT. But some of the stations look like they're up, but it's wild because the station's up, but you'll see right beside the station for lease. So, and then right beside on the other side is closed.
Yeah.
So it's curious what businesses are going to be coming down here because this would be prime real estate for whoever's going to be running it.
Well, the question is, who can afford it?
Yeah, what's going to be the new? Well, I feel bad for those that are already here, and if this area starts, what would you say, getting gentrified, what's their rent going to go up to?
Well, is it going to be? It is going to be gentrified, right?
Right. Oh, speaking of gentrification, check out Randy's new sign.
Okay, so this is what I was going to ask. So, good day, frequency.
What is this business? Is this Overd's Authentic Jamaican Catering? Is it part of Randy's?
I don't know, but okay. So good morning, Frequency Event Promotions. Hope you're doing fine. And he just asked, is Randy's open?
Let me check the door because it's probably not open at this time. Let me see if they have.
Yeah, someone told me.
No, it's not open yet.
Right. Okay.
Because this door is.
Yeah, obviously.
It's like locked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no times of when they open yet.
Yeah, someone had told me a few weeks ago that Randy's was going to reopen, but he couldn't give me a timeline. But it's interesting. So many of the same type of shops, food shops in a small space.
Absolutely. Look, we just walked past two. We're at another restaurant. It went restaurant, hair store, restaurant, hair store, restaurant, hair store, restaurant or grocery. I mean, in one block, we've counted 4 barbers, 2 beauty supply. I'm walking up on another beauty supply store, and 5 restaurants.
So, as a person who has a business background, what are your thoughts on what you just said?
Well, there was something interesting I saw in I think the online Harvard University clips, and they talked about why businesses actually are right beside each other. So they used the example of the ice cream store because where your market is, if you're, let's say, on the other side of the street or the town, and your competition's on one side, you can only get half of that competition, and they can only get the other half. But if you go right beside each other, then you're able to get, I guess, you both have that same reach. But that was with an example of with 2 businesses. When you have 5, 6, but I'm no economist. You would think that, oh, the market is too saturated to have that many in one place. But I look at like little Chinatown, and they would have so many similar grocery stores or convenience stores right beside each other, restaurants all beside each other. So you wonder, yeah, there must be a model there that can work. And if they haven't figured it out here, then they shouldn't be that close together. But your bottom line will kind of tell you the tale, right? Oh shit, I'm standing too close to the street. It's just splashed me, man.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just water.
Okay, good. So, well, you're the Gala King and the Water King, right?
Right. Yes. The
So
waterless. Oh shoot, the bus is coming. Forget that.
Okay, good morning, Dr. Tachi. Excuse me.
Hey, Dr. Taji.
Hope everything's good. Good morning, Opal Inspired. Go follow Opal Inspired YouTube page because she does great creations. Fitness IQ says fair about your estimation. Yeah, to me, and it's funny having competition right beside each other. Like where I live, I know there's a place where there is a Burger King and McDonald's within a block of each other.
Right. And you'd wonder, oh, why would they want to be close? But it's interesting when you map out the market where your competition is. You want to be right beside them so that you have the same, I guess, circumference of target clients. But yeah, and like just as an observer, it doesn't look like it makes sense. You think Burger King shouldn't want to be anywhere close to McDonald's, but people that are looking for fast food would be going near McDonald's. So if a Burger King is right there, they'd be able to capture some of those people.
Competition, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because you go to some areas and you see a whole pile of fast. Like for example, if you go to a Chinese mall, a lot of the same food places right beside each other in a Chinese mall.
And think of those car malls where a whole bunch, and a lot of times those car malls are owned by one company that has multiple different car makes and brands. And that used to blow my mind because I was like, why would all these cars want to be like different types of companies in the same place? But same thing, a person looking for a car is going to go to that area, and now they can have a choice. And then when I find out that they're all owned by the same company, it's like, it doesn't matter what car you buy. You can buy a Toyota, you can buy a Honda, and the same company at the end of the day is pocketing the money.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, okay. Serena,
look at this. Yo,
go ahead.
This building right on the corner of Marley and Eglinton.
Yep.
Is completely vacant. This is like a prime spot.
Okay, but it's leased.
Yeah, not for sale.
Okay, but here's a very interesting thing. If you go 2 blocks north on Marley,
okay,
there's a street called Belgravia. I grew up on that street.
Oh, nice.
and that building you just talked about,
yeah,
it's a dry cleaning place.
Oh, gotcha.
Many years was a dry cleaning place. All right. So Serena Will says, like Chinatown in New York City and DC, a whole entire area. They support each other.
Gotcha.
And then Roger says, Caroline will tell you we should not be buying any kind of that food. McDonald's,
Which-
Burger King, and all.
Or Randy's patties.
Fitness IQ says, I'll check out the rest. Back-to-back meetings. Well, of course, you're in demand, Fitness IQ.
Yes.
Dr. says, oh, good morning. Says good morning to Opal Inspired, Serena Wills, and Roger Dundas. Frequency Event Promotion says those stores, shops in this region of the city have been there for years. I would think the model is working. Well, I don't know, because I have the same shops been there forever and ever. I don't know, because I think I've seen some turnover.
Gotcha.
Like, for example, like the place that Ryan was talking about that's leased on the corner. Again, for many years, that was a dry cleaning place. I know it's had business turnover at least once or twice in the last few years.
Gotcha.
Very, very interesting. Is
And we're seeing
the Canada Trust still there at the corner?
Canada Trust. No, that would have turned into a TD because TD bought Canada Trust.
No, is the TD Canada Trust still there? Because the last time I was there, it's gone. It's gone too.
Right.
And that was only there for about, I'd say, 3 or 4 years, and it's gone.
Gotcha. And a few cannabis stores that I'm seeing, at least 3.
Of course.
And you're like, that many people? Is that a good model to have so many? And I know further down Eglinton, there's at least 4 other cannabis stores. So I've seen a lot of those popping up.
Okay.
But something like this, like totally boarded up, man. Is this for sale or what? Or are they just waiting it out until the construction's done?
Eyebrow threading, right?
Right.
Dr. Chachi says, I love seeing the walking tour Gala King.
Hey, yes. It'll become a Friday thing.
Dr. Chachi says, good morning to Frequent Event Promotions. He also says, okay, you're saying, speaking about the restaurants and hair shops that have been there forever. I probably, like I said, I don't get down to that area that much, but I'm sure probably the hair and barber shops would maybe.
Hey, remember this one? The seafood bubble tea that came on the show?
Yes.
During Black Restaurant Week.
Yes.
See, look, a next cannabis store, guy. There's so many. Because you wonder, it's legal, but what's the perception of the neighborhood when there's 10 cannabis stores? And even Brampton and Mississauga were having the same debate where, was it Mississauga? No, it might have been another area of Toronto. But Brampton was definitely having this debate does it change the whole perception of your city or that area if there's like more cannabis stores than than grocery stores? Oh, this one looks closed up.
Oh, what's this? Yep.
It used to be a salon right next to a salon or a barber. Oh, this used to be People's Choice West Indian Grocery, but right beside the station. But I don't see any for sale or for lease, nothing. It's like they just want to keep it closed, which is so strange.
So let me ask you, what percentage of the businesses that you pass by are not open or are closed, or the buildings are just not operational right now?
From my just like guesstimate, like 25%. Look, we're coming up to 2 more. And we've only been in a small section. So there's a few of these ones open. But like if you count every 5, one of them is closed.
So for people who are not familiar, Ryan is doing a little walk and talk in an area in Toronto called Little Jamaica, where there is a large amount of West Indian shops, etc. And we're taking a little bit of a business look and seeing what's going on there. Because and the thing is, it has been that area for a long time. Like I grew up when I was younger. I grew up in this area.
So you remember Rastaflex?
Yep.
Yeah, he's still here. They're still here. But next door, this one looks. Oh, Reedy's Patties. What time do they open?
Another patty shop.
Oh, doesn't look like it's ready just yet. Yeah.
I'd be very. I think it's very interesting to see so many of the same type of shops competing against each other in the same area. Like,
Right, right.
it's very. It's an interesting business model.
Yeah, I would love to get an economist to explain
Yeah,
it
you know what?
properly, like why they would do that.
You know who would be great to talk about that? Getting Wayne Harris and/or Ray McMillan.
Right, right, right.
This would
So
be
I'm
very.
not sure. This looks like a huge building that I think is. Oh no, I see for lease up there. It's right at the corner of Times Road and Eglinton. But yeah, man, this is like prime building, prime real estate closed.
Okay. Opal Inspire says, good morning, Dr. Tachi. Roger Dundas says, good morning, Dr. Tachi. Frequency of event promotions goes, maybe with the duplication of businesses, the price points, there's price points that vary. Interesting.
Yeah, but that benefits the customer. That doesn't benefit the business owner.
No, it doesn't. Because you're already looking in the area of, especially with food, the margins are low anyways in the food industry.
Yeah, one thing I'm seeing is just terrible signs. Like, come on, we gotta upgrade the what do they call it? The Versace. It's like these ones are pretty good. The Sake Sushi. Look, their sign is proper. But when you look at,
I'd be curious to see what type of business they do in that area, because
look, this sign is nothing. Like, that's not acceptable. Actually, the door is open. I should go in there and give them some business coaching before I get kicked out. That'll be the new show.
Well,
Walking the streets, business coaching.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting the talking to that sushi shop to see what kind of business they do, because their business, their food is different than most of the foods down there.
Right, right. Is that like the first sign of new types of food options coming to this strip? They said once the sushi got into, was it Brooklyn or Harlem? That's when you knew it was about to be gentrified, when they opened up a sushi shop.
You know what I'm saying? Now this is interesting. What time do you have to be at the client?
I'm walking there for 10, so I'm about 15.
We got some time. Good.
Yeah.
All right. How was traffic getting down there?
Not too bad. You know, the 401 does its 401 thing, but it's not too bad.
So what else you're wanting to chat about on your walk? What's on your mind?
It was interesting to hear how young some of these participants are at the Olympics. Apparently, there's an 11-year-old in the skateboarding competition. Okay. A 14-year-old won it, and I think another 14-year-old was in it as well. I don't know how I feel about Jasmine as a 12-year-old going to the Olympics. I mean, it would be amazing, but that seems, I thought there was a 16 age limit, because there's actually Summer McIntosh was 14 when she went the last Olympics, and then 17 now. I don't know. It just seems super young.
Yeah. Oh, so Serena says, LOL, Ryan, to your walking business coaching. Go in the store and do the coaching. But she also says, that's like the Chinese restaurants in New York City. Horrible signage, but people know how good the food is, and it's word of mouth.
Right. Oh, speaking of which, the BBPA's office is here. I think they're closed right now, though. Okay. I don't know if Michelle is inside. Usually,
holding it
say
down.
Hi to Michelle. We'd love to get their take on how the, I guess, evolution of the street has been for the businesses, because they've been down here for a few years.
Yes, that'd be very interesting. Frequency Event Promotion says, great show. See you all next week. Take care, Christopher. Take care of yourself. Stay in touch.
Yes.
The whole of it leads to the conversation. Are we as a society making our kids grow up too fast?
Yeah. I mean, if that 11-year-old is the best skateboarder in the whole country or wherever she was representing, by all means. But she looked so frail up there. Escape. I was like, there's just a certain like body stature that you would want them to be, so they can hold themselves.
Update for you, sir, from Roger. That Michelle is no longer working with the BBPA.
Oh no! So who's running the downtown, the Eglinton location?
I have no idea, but Roger Dundas giving us the scoop. She's
I did not know that.
BBPA.
See, she didn't text me nothing, tell me nothing.
Yep, no longer working with the BBPA.
Hmm.
Whoa! Is that
Oh,
the
yeah.
flash?
No, thank goodness. That was a cement truck coming by.
Okay.
And it's something like this. So I don't know if this building over here is open or closed. I mean, it looks like it's closed. It looks like it's all boarded up. All three businesses that are in this building does not look like it's operational. Oh, Jamal Caribbean Custom Tailor. Oh, what if he does suits?
He better.
Yeah.
But
So,
see,
yeah.
there's another thing too. How often do we wear suits these days?
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times I have my 2-3 suits that I just have in rotation. I definitely have to up that up.
Well, but the thing is, how often? Well, speaking of which, have you been invited to any galas lately?
Well, there's the Impact Gala. Not sure if you saw that one, by the Federation for Black Canadians. They're doing their Impact Gala in September. Who else? One Voice, One Team with Orlando Bowen. They're doing a fundraising gala in the fall. I believe it's October. And there's the ACA in Hamilton, Afro Caribbean Association. They are doing an award show October 30th, which when Evan called me, I was like, oh, my apologies. Our conference is that same 3-day stretch.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right. So some more comments here. Roger says he is not sure who is manning the office for BBPA at the moment.
Hey, maybe they need to hire somebody. I'm available if you want. I can work down at Eglinton. I got to get closer to, see, the people that have these bad signs out front. If I'm down here, then I can actually get them help to fix their signs.
So Dr. Taj is a really good question. Is this Toronto proper?
If it's Toronto
proper. This is a part of Toronto. It's not a full representation of
yeah.
Toronto.
I'll say a small part, but one of the, like, for the Black community, especially Jamaican community, one of the most historic parts, because a lot of initial immigrants would come near this area when they were coming to Canada, and then a lot of the food stores, like grocery stores, restaurants were in this area, so people would come to Little Jamaica to get authentic, I would say, Jamaican food. So yeah, but man, we could definitely do a walking tour of many areas of Toronto and not even cover it like in a year.
Yeah, so here, this leads me to another conversation piece. Again, you and I speak with a lot of business owners. What is your thoughts on the state of the economy right now?
Those that are commodities are not going to survive. If you're going to only battle people on price, you're going to be undercut. Like, there's so many big box stores and other options that can undercut you. So if you don't bring a lot of value right now in this economy, people are not buying your service first, or they're going with somebody cheaper that can do exactly what you do. So I'm noticing a lot of people, and when I talk to entrepreneurs and I kind of hear the business model and you don't hear anything really differentiating, you can see why they're struggling, because they're going to the market with a message that when a person hears about it, they'll just go check Amazon, go check Google, and find a cheaper equivalent, and they're gone. Products and services. So just because you think what you do is unique, if you're not actually communicating how unique it is and where the value is, people are just gonna price shop, and it's hard to do business like that.
I would add too, if you're not solving a problem, don't bother.
Well, that's the thing. And then do enough people in the market have that problem and are willing to pay for it? Because a lot of people sometimes feel like, oh yeah, I'm solving a really bad problem, but only 10 people have it. So you can't build a business around that kind of a small market, no matter how much you love doing that service or delivering those like that consulting services.
Well, and this is another thing I say to people, especially to entrepreneurs: stop making love to your dream.
Okay, right. Yes.
Don't
definitely have to.
You gotta think, but so, because I hear more of melanated or Black or African business shutting down than prospering these days.
Yeah, and that's where, because as I hear of, like, I'll talk to a business owner that is thinking about closing or is not able to make their payments, because we do a microloan program, so we do have those tough conversations. And you look at like their website or their marketing strategy, and it's very, I use the word commoditized, but it's not unique. There's nothing there that would separate them or make them stand out so that people would actually, the word of mouth would get out more. Like, people would gravitate to them because either they're the best or they have something very unique. Instead, they're really just relying on social media, and that is not a strategy. Like, you have to be very purposeful about the messaging that you're putting out there and how it's resonating with people. And a lot of people don't track their own statistics. They'll have social media, they'll have Facebook, they'll have Instagram, they'll have TikTok, but they don't know how many people are, like, how many impressions they're getting. They don't know how many of those impressions are turning into sales. Because if one of those platforms is working really well, you need to lean in. If people are finding you on Facebook and those are turning into sales, that's where you need to push more marketing there instead of just spreading yourself thin.
I think he's still on the show live. You just said a word: marketing.
Yes.
Right? It's funny. I'm having the opportunity to assist a number of young entrepreneurs from 13 to 18 years old. And when I'm meeting them, I say, what's the biggest challenge you have right now? Marketing. And It's funny. There's a lot of older entrepreneurs that we work with. They don't think about marketing. But these younger people say marketing.
Right. Absolutely. Oh, look what I found over here. Hold on. So this place is, I think, the first one that we found that is actually for sale.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if it's mixed use, right? Yeah. So this building, just at Oakwood and, is this Rogers? No. Oh, Oakwood and Vaughn.
Okay.
What used to be in here? Looks like it used to be a restaurant.
Yeah.
For sale. Oh, yeah. The Love Story Bar.
So it's something to do with food.
Yeah. And that's the first place that we've actually seen for sale.
So, and it's interesting, the food industry, because there is a restaurant that yourself and also my Mr. Dundas and myself that used to be in existence in Ajax that's no longer. Was a vegetarian place.
Right. Was it Whitby for Vegan Delights? That was Whitby. And look, there's another restaurant 2 doors down, closed as well.
Wow.
But this one doesn't say if it's for sale or not. It's a black house. That'd be interesting marketing. BBPA should buy this. That would be a wicked office. And residential upstairs.
So Dr. Tachi says about the building that you peered in on, says that will take a lot to fix that building.
This recent one, the for sale one?
Yes.
This doesn't seem too crazy.
Okay.
Because it looked like people, they were operating already. I don't know if it's doing a reflection or if you can see inside, but the floors are done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's old school, but it's not like a tear down.
So when you are speaking with business owners, how many the whole how many people say they rely on, so how many times you hear they rely on social media?
If I take all the business plans that we receive from people applying for our funding, 90% in the marketing section says we are going to do social media. There's very few that will break down which platform, how much marketing they're going to do on that platform, and why that platform is the best to find their clients. So when you look at like such a generic marketing strategy, it's very difficult to fund those things because they haven't really thought of where their target market is online and the best way to get in front of them. So that's where, like I said, 90%, man, it's a lot of people just use generic marketing terms.
Okay. So Dr. Chachi comes back, says, no, it's not a teardown, but trust me, we'll take some coins to fix everything. It's more than just cosmetic, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, because you'd have to definitely check all the interior, and yeah, and then there's a reason why the people left too. So you wonder, is it worth the location? Is it issues with the building? Because even looking at these two, like this store police, can't tell what used to be here.
There's so many. This
is
really serious. How many stores are for lease?
Yeah, is this a design in the glass? Oh, I thought it was broken, but that's the actual design. Yeah, right beside. Oh no, this one seems open. And then TerraCycle's there. Yeah, man, way too many are closed. And across the street, closed. In the middle, either closed or they don't want you to know what's going on in there because it's like no sign. Or is that just a residential building? Yeah, man. Way too many. And then is it an opportunity, or is this area destined to become something other than what we know it as, and it's too late to save it?
Condos.
You think so? That'd be interesting. They would go a bit higher, right? Well, if you can see in the distance,
yep,
there's a pretty high condo back there.
Yep.
So they might start doing those level condos along Eglinton.
It's going to be interesting if, as predicted, the interest rates start dropping. It'll be interesting to see what happens to that area in regards to usage of land.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Anyway, brother, I'm here, so I gotta get to our client, but I'll talk to you soon.
Right. Yeah, we'll see you on Monday for Carolyn and her monthly visit. All right.
Cool. All right. Later.
All right, family. That was Ryan doing some walking and talking via Little Jamaica. So you got a little look at what's going on business-wise in Little Jamaica, and it's concerning because there was a lot of buildings up for lease or closed, which was not a good thing. So we're going to take another quick break and then come back. And hey, what would you like to chat about? We got some Little Jamaica. We talked a little bit of the Olympics. Are there any things you want to chat about on a Friday on the Morning Vibe? We'll be back in 30 seconds. Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala. Join Aisha K. Staggers and Laura Lala Key as they cut through the chaos and make some sense of the nonsense in American news and politics.
People are expecting Obama-level eloquence out of a man who's always talked like this.
Sharp insights, bold opinions, and a touch of humor. It's the show that keeps you informed and entertained.
There's no way that Trump is going to debate her.
Don't miss Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala. Tune in and stay ahead of the headlines. All right, Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala. Live Saturday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And that clip, Lala was saying there's no way that 45 is going to debate Kamala Harris. Well, it's on. They are going to be debating at least once on September 10th. Are you looking forward to that? What do you think is going to happen? Ms. Harris says, I'm a prosecutor and he's a felon. Are you looking forward to that conversation? I'd be very interested to see what the numbers of audience is going to be for that debate. That is going to be quite crazy. All right. We are, as I said, Ryan is on his way to a client, so he has left us. He had some things that he chatted about. You know, we talk about gentrification, little Jamaica, the state of the economy, the Olympics, all different topics. What would you like to chat about? I will ask you, if you're watching live, what is the state of the economy through your lens, personally, and for the ones that you communicate with? What is the state of the economy? For me, I just see people just staying, surviving, or trying to survive. Not too many people are thriving. Now, I do know some people are thriving in this economy, but not many. The majority are just either surviving or trying to survive. What's going on in your neck of the woods? Personally, you don't have to share personally, but just what's your lens in regards to the economy at this time? Would love you to chime in on that. All right. So some things too, as always, coming up on Monday, Carolyn Nicole with her appearance on the Morning Vibe, and she'll be talking about, let me put it up here, the power of sprouts, which I am not familiar about at all, but apparently bean sprouts are very nutritious and very healthy. So that's why Carolyn's going to be showing up. She's going to talk about the power of bean sprouts. And now I'm sure I'm going to get some education on how I can include them in my eating habits. So that's coming up on Monday. All right. You guys are quiet today. You'd only chat when, oh, there we go. Dr. Todd says, I love sprouts. Well, we are counting on you to be there on Monday then. That is very good. Again, I'm very foreign to this. You don't know about the power of sprouts. So I've got my digital notepad ready. Make sure I have some questions to ask. But it seems like a very quiet morning. What do people have up going for the weekend? I myself, again, I'll be doing primetime Saturday evening. Then on Sunday, I'm going to an event in regards to talk about mental health and Black men and Black boys and trauma. So I'm looking forward to going to that event on Saturday and certainly be sharing about what I got from the event on Monday morning's show. But other than that, probably staying pretty quiet. It's been, as I said, a long week for me. I've had easy about 20 different conversations. So for the first time, I don't say that, but I'm a little bit tired today. So I'm going to make sure this afternoon I just relax. Just take some time to relax because it's been quite a week. Everyone's quiet today. No one's saying anything. Oh my goodness. You have this opportunity to share with us and you're keeping quiet. I don't believe that. What's going on in your world, Serena Wills? What's going on in your world, Dr. Tachi? What do you want to share about? Dr. Dundas, what do you want to share about? Please, please, please. I don't want to be the center of attention. Never wanted to be that way. So let's get it going. Let's get it going on. Again, Olympics, as I said, myself, I haven't watched any of it. Not one piece of the Olympics. It's just not my jam. It's not my jam anymore. I've got more important things to work on. So that's my call on the Olympics. And it's back to school. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Dr. Tai says apparently today is the breakdancing competition at the Olympics. Breakdancing in the Olympics. Interesting. And I know in some places in the United States, school has either started or is going to be starting very soon. So yeah, the summer is winding down very fast. So and you know that the summer is running down fast. Any sort of media, especially television, you're seeing the back to school commercials, back to school, back to school. And the crazy thing is, I was hearing back to school commercials from like mid-July. I go, really? Mid-July commercials, but now we're really in the thick of it. So if you're impacted, like pardon me, Serena Wills has her son, a few more weeks and it's back to school. Dr. Tachi says some places in the South already started. Atlanta went back in August 1st. Wow. And it's different here in the Toronto area. Our schools don't start till after Labor Day. So yeah, some places in the States have already started. Yeah, so Dr. Tachi also says in the South, school starts in August because they usually end in May. Okay. So thank you for that education here. Up here, at least I can speak in Toronto area and Ontario, schools start like elementary schools. They start the day after Labor Day and they finish like mid-June-ish. Same thing with post-secondary school. Well, the post-secondary schools start at the same time, a little bit after Labor Day, and they finish May-ish. So that's the way it rolls up here with regards to education. So yeah, and teachers don't got it easy, family. It is not an easy job. Whatever level of education you're teaching at, it's not an easy job. And some of you may or may not know, my dad was a public school teacher for 38 years in the same public school. And he said he left before it got really crazy. So wisdom on his words to get out before it got too crazy. All right. Guess we're going to have to, guess no one is, Dr. Tachi, thank you for bringing up, Dr. Tachi, you're always good at bringing up conversation subjects. So I'm going to give you a moment. Is there anything else you wanting to bring to the table, or anyone who's watching live? Any other conversation topics that are brewing with y'all when it comes to the world? You know, locally, if you're in Canada provincially, in the United States statewise, country-wise, international, what's going on? Actually, another story. Actually, I don't know enough about it, so I'm not going to chat about it. But there is a little bit of backlash against immigrants in the UK. A lot of right-wing individuals are attacking those of POCs, people of color, and marginalized communities. So that's something I'm keeping an eye on to see what's going on in that sense. Anyone going to be doing any travel before the end of the summer? Anyone going anywhere? Be curious to know where you're traveling to, and hope you're going to have a safe journey. And travel, actually, I was speaking with my next door neighbor who's going to Greece, and we were talking about how expensive it is to travel in Canada. It is absolutely ridiculous. So for those who live in Canada, you know, you probably know or are not aware, maybe you're not, how expensive it is to travel in Canada. So for myself, who lives in the Toronto area, to travel to a part of Canada called BC, which is the westernmost part of Canada, it's actually cheaper for me to take a flight from Toronto to Jamaica than it is from Toronto all the way across this country. The travel prices are expensive. It's not cheap. And sometimes I regret I didn't do more traveling when I was younger. Because I mentioned again, my next door neighbor, he has 2 daughters, and the youngest daughter, who's I guess in her late 20s right now, she's going to Japan for the second time in her life in a few months. I go, wow, Japan 2 times in one's life. I would love to go there, but that's a lot of money. So are there any travel destinations that any of you who are watching live would like to experience but have not been to? Like, I would love to go to Japan. My dream trip would be Africa, and meaning that I would start at the top of Africa and go all the way down. That's like that probably about a 2 or 3 month trip. Start at the top of Africa and go all the way down. That would be the dream voyage for me. You know, I was chatting with someone the other day. They said they wouldn't want to go to China. They're not too up to going to China. I'd be very interested in Japan, but that Africa trip all the way down from the top of the continent all the way down, that would be amazing. That would be the trip of a lifetime for myself. How about anyone else watching? You're all quiet this morning. I'm talking about travel, talking about business, talking about the Olympics, and you're just hanging out. Are you like multi-purposing? You're listening and you're doing something at the same time. Hey, that's no problem. I just appreciate that you chimed into the conversation today. Like I said, glad we got Ryan in for a bit. He's doing his walking, and now probably in the detailing stuff. So it's good to get a little view of what's going on in Little Jamaica, which is an historic, in my opinion, a very historic part of Toronto that many Jamaicans have encountered since they've started coming here. That's one of those places. Like you have the Chinatowns here, and those sort of cultural areas. That's Jamaica. Okay. So Serena says, listening and getting more things together in my apartment. We moved about a month ago. You moved? Oh my goodness. How did the move go? Oh boy. That's one of the things that's always challenging about moving. I always say when it comes to moving, you love the first person who shows up and you can't stand the person who shows up last. You know, you love the person who have you ever done a move and you always got your people show up on time, and then you have that person who comes with like 10 minutes left? Have you ever had that experience? Not great. Like you tell them to be there at a certain time. Well, I'll get there. I'll help you out. They come when you're basically got everything packed and ready to go. But Serena, I hope the move went well. I know it's never an easy thing, and I hope the space that you're in is a good, safe, and brave space for yourself and Jordan. So that's fantastic to hear. All right. Serena says, the apartment is fantastic. Very blessed. My son is beyond happy. Amazing. How long were you looking for a new place to live? Was it a long search, and was it a difficult search? But that's great that you're in a happy place. And you say it was a smooth move? Fantastic. Smooth move to a really great pace. Love it. 100% love it. That is great. I just curious to take, how long of a process was it? Were you looking for a long time, or was it something that wasn't that wasn't it wasn't a challenge, let's put it that way, as little challenge as possible? She says, long search, and we've been wanting to move for a couple of years. Wow. Well, I want to bless you for that. That's fantastic. And she says, much better school zone. Excellent. Better for Jordan, better for yourself, and patience and prayer and perseverance. You got a new joint. Love it. Good stuff. That is fantastic. All right. You know what? Unless y'all don't have anything else to say or share, probably going to start winding it down. Anyone else have anything else to say as I say before I start doing the end roll? So let's do this. As always, subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Again, we've passed 1,500 subscribers. We're on our way to 1,600. Like the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Serena Will says, we started hitting the apartment pavement last year. It was a challenge. The DMVR is already very expensive. Found this place through a referral. Had no idea I could afford this. Well, that is a blessing that you can afford it, and you have good relationships that got you to where you are right now. So very happy to hear that for you and Jordan. 100%. That's great. Also, to advertise your business, product, or service on any of the platforms, that I'm a part of, email me, dr.vibe@thedrvibeshow.com. As always, join the Morning Vibe Discord group to continue the conversation in between conversations. Email me at dr.vibe@thedrvibeshow.com. Let's continue. Yes. Serena Will says, thank you for the blessings. Much love, everyone. Thank you for your blessings, and much love to you and your wonderful son. All right, let's go. So again, reminder, coming up on Monday's show, Carolyn Nicole, certified holistic nutritionist from the Energy Shack Juice Bar, will be coming in and talking about the power of sprouts. If you want to touch base with Ryan, website ryanoneilknight.com, Ryan Oneil Knight on LinkedIn, Instagram at ryan.knight, that's Knight, by the way, 99, and email workwithme@ryanoneilknight.com. Got another comment here. Great show. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. Well, all of you help make it a great show. So fantastic. And for myself, if you want to touch base with me, website, thedrvibeshow.com, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, The Dr. Vibe Show, Instagram at the DRVIBESHOW, X/Twitter at DRVIBESHOW, and email address dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. And also, you can catch replays of the Morning Vibe on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, The Dr. Vibe Show, Afro Caribbean Business Network, Facebook, YouTube, and Ryan Oneil Knight on YouTube. All right, that's the jam. So please if you're watching this live on the Friday, have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're doing. Please be safe. As I said, we'll be back on Monday. And I think that's it. So don't just manage your time. I want to go into that already. Live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions and aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. And always, don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Remember to give yourself grace. That's it. That's a wrap. We'll see you. God bless. Peace to all. Keep the faith and walk good.